All right, let's get into your reading, shall we? In the top row, we have the Ace of Swords, followed by the Magician. We then have the Keeper of the Sacred, which is the Hierophant in the traditional tarot. And we then have the Ten of Swords. For those that are interested in the top row, I am using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. I've pulled some clarifiers just to gather more information. So underneath we have the Novice of Wands reversed, the Knower of Wands, which is the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Arrows or Swords reversed, and then we have the Three of Wands. I've also pulled for you, Gemini, an additional oracle card from the Gateways to Consciousness Oracle deck, and that card is Equality. You know, Gemini, your reading from last month, from November, really stood out to me. I just remember it quite clearly, and the underlying message about instability in some respects, or a sense of chaos. And I love now that this has been drawn for you. And I immediately had the word balance come to me, which, given what was presented in your last reading, I see this is absolutely beautiful. I'll get to that in a second. So let's start with the Ace of Swords, Gemini. So this can mean several things. It can mean, like, how do I say, in that aha moment, you've had an epiphany, or you've seen things really clearly. It could be a download of ideas. You know, in the traditional tarot, there is a sword there. And sometimes it can mean the sword of truth. So for some of you, seeing things for what they truly are, may also be important during the month of December. It's interesting because underneath it, we do have the Novice of Wands reversed, and next to it, as I said, the Knower of Wands. So it's almost like you're no longer the novice, Gemini, in whatever scenario this relates to, whether this is about understanding someone clearer or a relationship, understanding where you're headed along your life's journey or your career path, whatever it is. You are no longer the novice, you are the knower. You have the knowledge now needed to move you forward, to make decisions, to regain a sense of balance, whatever it is that really strongly resonates for you here. Because with the Knower of Wands, we do have the beautiful Magician. I love this imagery as this individual is really sort of generating momentum. He is actually eliciting all his inner magic, and I just really sense a strong force is being developed. Momentum is being gained. And for me, because this individual is in a meditative position somewhat and looking downward, it's almost like you're gaining a resurgence of your own inner mastery, if that makes sense. You're actually gaining a really strong sense of all of those four elements, being the cups, which is your emotional intelligence, the wands, which is your drive and your ability to move forward with passion and bravery and gusto. The element of earth, you're feeling somewhat more grounded, and the element of air. And as I said, with the Ace of Swords, this is about either gathering downloads, seeing things really, really clearly, and actually honoring that sword of truth. As difficult as it may be for you, the truth will, you know that saying, set you free. It's important to sort of sit with and honor what is so you can move forward. So I love this imagery of the Magician. I see you as embracing all elements of that within you to help you move forward. Then have Gemini, the keeper of the sacred, which is the Hierophant. So this could represent Gemini, someone coming into your world that offers support or guidance, some sense of direction. It could also represent you, though, seeking higher meaning, looking for higher guidance, that type of thing. For some of you, you may have, especially relating to last month's, have had to learn several lessons. So you are then looking for the meaning of what that was actually all about. We do have it paired with the Seven of Swords reversed. So yeah, there could have been some difficult dealings with an individual or an organization, a group of people, something like that. So December may allow you that space to really sort of step back and make sense of how and why things unfolded the way that they did, which I feel that is really, really important. The other aspect of the Hierophant or the keeper of the sacred is really about you forging your own path, moving forward, going your own way, realigning with the path that maybe you've set some time ago, or course correcting and navigating your way on a new journey that totally resonates with who you are and where you are right now. So Gemini, then we have, it's interesting, we have the Ten of Swords here, and that's mirrored here with the Ace of Swords. So as I said, for some of you, some difficult truths may emerge during the month of December, or whenever you're watching this reading, or you're actually in the process of processing those truths, if that makes sense. So for some of you, as you can see, this individual has some scars on her back. So things have not been easy, but be rest assured, Gemini, because this is a 10, this does represent the ending of a cycle. And as you can see in the distance in this card, there is some light shining through. So it is about a new day, a new dawn, a newness that's coming through. And we do have it paired with the beautiful Three of Wands. And I see this because of this ending, and some of it may involve some reflection here, as I said. Because of this ending, it's allowing you to come back and focus on what is true to you, what goals you've set. The Two of Wands is all about planning, writing your goals down, that sort of thing. Whereas the Three of Wands is actually taking a step and putting things into motion. As you can see, this individual, I'm really drawn to the individual because they have their sort of foot lifted, like they are taking that step forward. They are in the doing phase. So I think as a result of processing here, making sense of things, really, regenerating here, regaining that sense of self and doing that sort of reflection and either course correction or, really recommitting to your path, you'll access aspects of the Three of Wands where you feel that you can move forward with whatever goals that you've set, or you can move forward in life with confidence, with gusto, with bravery, with passion. How you want to show up in the world, how you want to be in relationships, that type of thing as well, Gemini. It doesn't necessarily have to relate to your life's work. So I love this. This is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful reading. So let's have a look at the Equality card. And for some of you, the truths or the information that's come through or your knowing is about equality. It is about how you want things to be, how you see equality, how you live equality, whether that's in relationships, how you work, what you give versus what you receive. It could mean many, many things. And as I said at the start of the reading, this also, I feel, relates to balance. As you can see, Gemini, this is a key card. So it's like a challenge or a lesson to be mastered, if that makes sense. So I think that's really, really important. I think the universe really wants you to know that this sense of equality and a sense of balance is really, really important for you to reflect upon. Let's have a look. No, it actually says this here. Okay. I've just had a look at the guidebook, Gemini. So it says this card comes to you today to indicate that a major life learning is presenting itself. It holds the opportunity for a complete change in the way you perceive yourself, so that once and for all you can remove any self-doubts and feelings of inequality and embrace the magnificent potential that you really are. Whatever your circumstances, it is important that you see the light of loving life force within yourself right now. And that really relates to the magician, that life force, as I said before, and acknowledge the goodness in your value as a member of humanity. The next most important thing is to extend that view to anyone you find yourself interacting with. The more you focus on accepting the positive aspects within, the more you can look for it in others, and this will remove a great deal of any conflict or misunderstandings from your life. See the beauty of your being, Gemini, and what you have to offer this world. See that you have nothing to hide. You're a human being having a human experience. Make the most of it and shine forth in the majesty of your own inner light. Yeah, and that's beautiful. I really see the inner light in these two cards here. All right, so as some of you know, Gemini, the oracle cards do come with a mantra, and the mantra for the equality card is, I embrace the light of my humanity and see equal value in everyone I interact with. So for some of you, you know, this pathway as well could be about making a choice or decision, leaving someone or something behind, you know, which can be, you know, challenging. But remember, this is the light of the new day, and embracing the elements of the Three of Wands is really, really important.